everybody. I am long overdue for a YouTube video, minus the new collage sheets that I just put out a video for that. It's been a while since I did a YouTube video. So I want to play, but I don't want to have to think too much. Like, sometimes you just need a break, but you still want to be creative. So I went on Pinterest to get some ideas, and I wanted to play with my new collage sheets as well, the gel printed ones. So I printed off some ideas. Now, I have been wanting to do the roller Picasso for months. Ever since I saw, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce her name properly, Neve Bailey. She's Australian. I think her name is spelled not as it sounds. N-A-I or I-A. M-H or H-M? Oh my goodness, I have to look it up. I know her. It's crazy, but I'm just not good at remembering. Well, I shouldn't say I don't remember her name, because I do. I just don't know how to say it. N-I-A-M-H. Bailey. Her. I'll have to get her to give me a lesson on how to say her name. So anyway, she did, I'm not sure if she did a YouTube video or if it was on Instagram, but she did a roller Picasso and it looked like so much fun. And I've been wanting to do one ever since I saw her do one. So that's one idea for today. So there are many different roll of Picassos out there. So I may not have the same one that she does. But it was just the idea I was after. And I've seen, once I went on Pinterest, I saw other ones as well, like roll a Henry Matisse. And I thought that one would be tons of fun as well. And this is a different Henry Matisse. Like, it's not a roll one. It's like it gives you a pattern. I don't know if this is meant to be a coloring sheet because it's numbered and then each number has a color. But I was thinking could just cut out the shapes and follow the color idea. I think that would be fun. And this one is roll a herring or herring. I'm not sure. I know who. I've seen the artist's work before, I just don't know how to pronounce his name. But that could be fun as well. And then I just printed some inspiration, like other ideas to do with a collage sheet. Like making a bird or a rooster and then adding doodles in the background. I really like this idea as well. Like, there's so many ideas on Pinterest. And then this was how to draw like Matisse, but I was thinking I could use it in a different way, and instead of drawing it, cut out shapes with the collage sheets. And I thought these would be really fun to do. And then I had an idea, like this is just a painting, but I was thinking if it was collage sheets instead of a painting. So you can get all kinds of ideas from Pinterest. As long as you're not turning around and selling it, there's no harm. I mean, you're just playing. And on days like this where I want to play but I don't want to think, this is perfect. So I'm going to start with a Picasso, even though I'm really wanting to do this one. I've been waiting to do Picasso for so long that I feel like I really should start with that one. So the whole idea is you have a different shape for each number on the dice, or on the die. So I had to go to the dollar store and buy some because I did not, well, I know I have some somewhere, I just don't know where. So you only need one. And then you go for your face shape first, and you roll the dice, and whichever one lines up with the number you roll, that's the shape you do. So I'm going to turn to, I guess, something like this. I'm using the Classics journal. So I think I'll do it on black or craft instead of one of the plain. But which? I think I'm going to go with the craft. And like I said, I have all my sheets printed, probably numerous times, and there's some scraps from using them as well. I keep a lot of the scraps, like if they get too skinny, I don't keep them, but, and I keep mine by color. I just find it easier. I just have each color group in a file folder. But then once they get down to really small, like if I was cleaning up, I would probably actually put these in the file folder with the oranges, but like all the small ones, I would just throw them all together. I should probably get like a small container to put the small pieces in. But anyway, let's start. So first we're going for a head shape. 4. That's this one here. So I am going to get, I already know which one I'm going to use for the face because it'll be, oh, now I'm torn. Oh, I don't have any left of the one that I was going to use. I'm going to have to print out more. Oh man. Let's see what I have for orange. I knew exactly which one I wanted to use as well, but I must have used it all. That's the nice thing about having digital, I can just print another one. Oh, I really want to go with a pale yellow. See how I was telling you it depends on what paper you use and the settings you choose? This is the same one printed on different paper. Look how vibrant this one is. And then that one's more dull. Isn't that crazy? So when I tell you to play around with your paper, look at that. It does make a difference. But sometimes it's nice to have the duller version. Like, I love the vibrancy, but sometimes you do want something more dull, so it kind of works. Okay, I'll be right back because I'm stuck on having that one piece of paper that I want. I'm just going to double check that I don't have it. And I do not. So a few things before I go on. I thought I would share with you the paper that I do use and also let you know the printer I have. So I have the Epson EcoTank, and I really do love the printer, and I was loving it for even printing my collage sheets. But when it comes to printing a full page of color, I couldn't use my favorite paper. I was having the problem of the paper jamming, and I think it was because it was getting so saturated with ink. Because, I mean, that's going to require a lot of ink doing a full page of color. And so the paper was getting so wet, it was warping, and then it was sticking in the feed, like on its way out. Because it was fine printing everything else. It was just when I would use this paper and with all the ink. So this is, and funny thing is, you would kind of like, I don't know, on the one hand you would think a thicker paper would be better because it wouldn't get as wet. Like you would think it would be able to handle all the ink more and therefore would go through easier. But actually it's kind of the opposite. I was using this Koala double-sided matte photo paper, and it's 32 pounds. And this is what I love the most. And this is what gets you, I'll show you with the orange because it shows up better in the orange. This is the paper that'll get you the more vibrant prints. But it was the paper that I was having a problem after I printed so many. It was just jamming. So my husband, while he was in town, went to Staples and asked them, like, you know, this is what my wife is doing. This is the problem she's having with the printer that she has to print them. What do you recommend? They recommended this paper, and they said this is what they use in their printers at the store. So it is, I guess the brand must be, oh, the brand is Xerox, Xerox, Bold Digital, so high performance printing paper, and it's 24 pound. So they said a lesser weight is actually better. And I mean, this is 500 sheets, and I'm trying to remember how much it cost. It was either 23 or 32. I can't remember which it was. So, I mean, that's not, I mean, I'm not going to use this when I print everything. I'm only going to use it when I print a lot of color. So it'll last me a while. So I don't think that's a bad price to pay for 500 sheets. So anyway, this is the paper I just used to print this one. And another thing I was going to say, if you just want one, sorry, making noise. If you just want one paper printed, you don't have to print them all out in order to get the one. It's just when you go into your printer settings and you hit print, you can choose which page you want to print and how many. So you would just go to the page number that this one is on and just print that one, which is exactly what I did. Okay. So we had number 4, and I'm going to draw it out with, trying to decide if I want to use a pen or a Stabilo. I'm not going to use anything I can erase because then I will erase. And I think I do want to see the sketch lines because I think it'll make it more fun. Maybe I'll use the paint pen. So this one I want pretty big, like I want it to take up a fair amount of the page. Although I may add a body to them, like just like a, you know, shoulders down to the top of the chest. So it's kind of like, ooh, that didn't come out very well. Just going to go over my line because I do want to see it. since it already looks messy, I'm going to do it twice so it looks like I did it on purpose. I'm going to give that time to dry. And then roll the next one. So roll 2 is for the first eye. 4 again. So that is this one right here. And I will use, I'm going to look at my scraps. I'll use this blue one. I'm just going to draw it out. I want to see how big I need it. So it goes like this, and then like that, and like that. And then you have a circle in the middle. Okay. Now for eye 2, 6. What's this fun one? I don't want to use the same color. I'm going to use this one. So we have like a big oval, and then like an upper lid and a lower lid. The eye. I'm going to make the eyelashes a bit thicker so they're easier to cut out. I know I could have just drawn them on after, but I think this will be more fun. Oh, forgot there's supposed to be a little circle. Now a nose. Number 2. It's gonna be hard to, I guess we can just cut around the shape. This is a great way to use scraps. That'd be weird for a nose. You wouldn't be able to see the thing. This should be big enough. So we have 2 lines, a circle, there we go. Looks like a smiley face to me. Mouth. 3. It's so boring. I wanted something fun like 1 or 4 or 5. Bummer. This would be good. It's a great way to use scraps. There we go. It's not exactly like it, but close enough. So the first ear, that one, okay. And the big ear. Oops. Okay. And then the last ear, 5 again. But it's a different row, so the ear is different. Should we give him a striped ear? Let's do it straight this way. Okay, let's cut out our shapes. This is so quick and simple. Let's piece our guy together. I'm leaving a bit of a border around the lines as well. And his eyes. It's a fun way to draw an eye. I may do like, pretty sure I'm going to add more color after, like the eyelashes. I think I'll color in with another color paint pen and stuff like that. This is just to get the base down, and then we'll probably have some more fun with it. I feel like we should do something fun on the background. I don't know what. Maybe we do a stencil or some doodles or a quote. Yes, I won't save these little scraps. So this one, I'm just gonna cut around it. Makes it look like a bird. That's too funny. Now with Picasso, he also didn't put his things normal either. Like normal placement. So just leave that on there. I mean, his ear might go down here. And then this one could go up here. This is fun. His mouth go there. put the nose on top of his head, you won't really know it's a nose. Yeah, I think I'd like him. It makes it look like he's looking over that way more. I think it's more fun this way. I want it way over. Trying to make it a little bit more quirky. I would like that. Now I want to give him a shirt. I'm going to glue those on. I found a glue on Amazon that is so cheap, like inexpensive cheap, but it works and I love it. And it's the Amazon brand glue, Amazon Basics. It's a purple glue stick and it dries clear and I love it. Get a box of 30, and remember this is Canadian dollars. I think it was like 13 something, like really inexpensive. I'm just putting glue on the bottom because I'm not gluing the whole thing down yet because I'm not sure if I want to do something on the background. This is a great project to do, like if you don't have a lot of time and you don't want to think a lot, you just want to play and have fun. This is great. Kind of makes you feel like a kid again. That's a good shirt. Maybe something more contrasting. I haven't used my red cloth sheets a whole lot. See, this was when I was starting to have problems with my printer with the paper jamming. That would pop. I'm just going to go with this first one. I'm just going to do slip it under. Should have done a live so I can get your opinions. Like on. This is so fun. I love it. Oh, that cracks me up. I think I want circles in my background. But I don't want, do I want them bold? I'm feeling a light pink circle, circles in the background, and then like something on top of it as well. Makes me ridiculously happy. That's a mood booster right there. So I'm gonna go with Diane's Rose Quartz. Grab a sponge, a makeup wedge. How can you not look at that and like giggle or laugh? That's just too fun. And this is a stencil I made myself. I would like to, I think, make stencils and sell them every now and then. Like maybe not a constant thing, but just every now and then come out with a few stencils. I was trying to find a Canadian company that I could get to make them. That's not as easy. So if you know, I got way too much paint out here. If you know any Canadian companies that make stencils for like I want to do it so they'll make the stencils and send them to me, and then like they're mine. Like it's not like, you know, going with a company and you're just the designer. I just basically want them to cut them for me because I don't have the machinery to do it. Oh, my hand's cramping. This paint's almost a little too thick. Definitely need to get some new paint. That's much better. I think this should be good. Because the body will be going. Oh, love the pink against the craft. That is beautiful. I'm also gonna just loosely scribble around them, and I'm using a yellow Stabilo. Where is it? Yeah, Stabilo All pencil. Not being neat. Not waiting for the paint to dry. That is fun. Okay, I'm gonna make sure the background is dry. I think I'll go around and doodle a border. I don't need to do a lot of the bottom. And I'm just going to color it in like black and white, like my favorite way to do them. And I will speed this up. Doesn't that black and white just pop against the background? Love it. Now to glue everything down. So I like to use just a little bit of Tombow permanent tape runner. And then I go in with the rest with glue stick. Fun, so fun. I should paint in this part white. And I'll just use a crayon, so I'll take a lot of paint pen. Go around the outer part of his eye with some purple on the top. I have a little bit of fun with it. Maybe I just do his eyelashes black. I think it's the only thing, because there's already a lot of blue. And it will make it pop more. This one's a little thicker. I like that one as is. Are we done? I think we are. Just gonna do like an eyebrow. Could be fun if he was, ooh, I think I want a white speech balloon coming right here and going off the page. I'm just going to put it up there. See what that looks like. I'm going to do it a bit bigger so I can cut it. I was going to say, just want to say something simple like yeah, and you won't get all of it because it's cut off. I'm just going to write it out, and however much gets cut off, gets cut off. Hope I didn't wreck it. Ta-da! I think that is fun. I highly, highly, highly recommend doing it. It's like a stress reliever. Seriously, it's just, it's fun. It's very fun. I have to stop. Okay, do this, because I don't know what else to say, but it's just, it's fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm easily amused, but it's making me laugh and it brightened my day. So go ahead and do it. And if you're interested in the gel printed sheets, I'll put a link for it down below in the description. And I will also link the video where I showed, like I went through all the collage sheets and showed some samples of things I made with them. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.